Hello and welcome, Desert Mountain members, to another edition of the Desert Mountain Podcast. My name is Michael Craven. Got a full table with me once again today. To my right, Patrick McKenzie. Hello, Patrick.
Hello, Michael. Good to be here, as always.
Across the table from me, Kim Atkinson. Hello, Kim.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Patrick.
Hello, Kim.
And then we have someone who came running into the studio today in, finished a marathon, I think.
Stand up.
Getting ready.
Stand up
He's
and give him a
training.
show to him. For those of you watching on YouTube, he's decked out in the best of both worlds here.
Still all business upstairs, though.
Always.
Yes.
Always. All business.
The one, the only Arnaldo Cocuzza. Thank you for joining us, Arnaldo.
Welcome.
Thank you, Michael.
Good to see
Thank
you.
you, Patrick.
Of course.
Yep. Thank you, Kim.
Hello.
Hello.
We have a lot to cover today.
Yes.
It's winter season preview season.
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
It has been. We started with events and that type of
dining
fun
and
stuff.
events.
Right. Golf was last week.
Right.
And now we're moving into, it's your domain.
It's Arnaldo's world now.
Yeah, it is.
We're just living in it.
We're just living in it. We're just here to talk about it and watch him run by.
Don't tell me. I mean, that is our life, our athletic department.
Yep.
And
He's always got something up his sleeve for us, doesn't he?
He does. So welcome, Arnaldo. And I think the best way to kind of kick this off today, since we're previewing for the members, what happens in the winter season at the Sonoran under your roof and outside is we want to have you go through your vision, our vision collectively for the transformation of the Sonoran, where it's not just a place to work out, but more of where every member goes for wellness.
fantastic. Yeah. And it is a great point. Thank you very much for asking, Kim. Everything starts with the club strategic plan. I'm humble and honored at the same time to be included in the pillar goals number 3, right after golf and food and beverage.
Yep.
Where the wellness, athletic, health activities offering of the Sonoran are so relevant for our members. So we discussed with our team and we came to the conclusion that we really need to offer something that is competitive with any other athletic department, fitness center in the country, if we want to go along and with the same respectful ambition of the club. So we don't want to be the convenient fitness center, just not to leave the mountain. And we want to offer everything that is wellness, that is athletic, that it is nutrition and meditation. And we will talk about that.
Great.
It is an expansion while we keep the core with wellness.
Keeping the core with wellness, always looking to fitness, to courts, racket sports, all of those things that we know we go to the Sonoran for, but how do we grow that and how do we become more inclusive and bring more offerings to our members? So I know that that's your pursuit and it is aligned with our strategic plan.
Yeah.
So it's great that we're kind of, if it doesn't match and measure up against what we set out to do in our strategic plan, then we're not doing it. So let's get into it. This season, I know we're looking forward to introducing and celebrating some trainers that you brought on. And we've got a couple of new trainers that have been here in the mountain, and we're hoping that members find them and maybe look forward to some training sessions.
Yeah, and thank you again. First of all is education, is training. We are very fortunate to have a club that provide us with a budget for training. So the dozen of fitness trainers, the half dozen of racket sport professionals, even the front desk team and concierge and youth activities and outdoor, we are going through different opportunities of training to offer something that is new and appealing. So fitness, we have hired new trainers, and we have also elevated to a better level of training for specific activities like golf, for example, current trainers. So we have between fitness trainers and instructor, we have Christy, we have Steve, we have Rob, one of the new teammates, or Brandy, which is having a huge success with the fitness classes. And all of this is creating excitement. This excitement needs to stick with what we do well. You know, I love reading.
Yes.
And recently, one read was very enlightening to me because with the amount of membership using the facility, we can be tempted to do many things. Mm-hmm. And we did that last year. This year, we are still focused on the strategic plan and the core of wellness. But we said as a team, why don't we stick with what is really successful and deliverable to the members? So growth of wellness, spa services, rack sport, and then addition of meditation and nutrition. We will have a nutritionist on a weekly basis.
Oh my goodness, that's so awesome. Exciting.
So personal
at the
trainers,
service of the members.
Personal trainers and nutritionists at the ready for the members. That's
exactly.
Incredible.
Yeah. And a reflexologist. I really believe that if we want to feel good, if I want to run almost every day, 5 days per week, to be exact, I need to know exactly how I feel, how much I sleep, how much of that 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep is deep sleep or REM sleep. Mm-hmm. At the same time, I need to know what I eat. And in order to take a good decision, I need to be knowledgeable about that. So talking with a nutritionist and having a nutritionist giving us a nice information, a piece of information that can guide us in the selection that we do in front of our fridge, it can be very beneficial. In order to do that, we need to do a little sacrifice, and this little sacrifice is that for this season, we are going to put on hold glamping, that was very exciting to us, and horseback riding. Covering the entire mountain is something that I've been asked maybe too much to our team, and putting on hold for a season would be beneficial for us to be focused on our core competencies.
That makes a lot of sense. It's like lean into the things that our members are really gravitating toward and using the most, and having more effort and energy around making those the best that they can be, versus some of those others that are beautiful to look at in the photos and the video. We like talking about them, but maybe not as much usage there. And so, yes, so we're going to put those on hold. So thank you for Thank you for clarifying that. You won't see that in the guide this year when we produce the event guide that's coming out on the 16th of September. But more to come on some other offerings and other things that we do plan to move forward with, and some really great new opportunities. So I really appreciate how you bring the nutritionist into this, because it's not just saying, remember, come work out and feel healthy, but it is what you put into your body, and the reflexology aspect of it too. Sounds like more of an integrated approach. A member on a given day might work out, they might play golf, they might dine, they'll do all of these things at once. So how does the team work together to help the member get the most out of their experiences and be their healthiest self?
It's a complete lifestyle experience, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our one of our discussion as a team, we have a weekly meeting with the entire head of every department at Sonoran, was really to become one reason of joining Desert Mountain, not a complex that is there, like a community complex, like in the place where someone lives. So you use a word that is so important, health. There is a completely difference between being fit and being healthy. So what we are aiming at is being healthy. And in order to do so, we need to discuss, and we want to passionately talk with our members. For example, after 1 hour or two of pickleball, talk about the usage of any supplements that can help you in recover the minerals that you lost.
Great.
Drinking is great, being hydrated is great, but using all those specific natural, no sugar supplements that we have and that we are offering to our members is going in the direction of health instead of fitness. So
how it all ties together is part of what you want to bring to the members.
It ties together. Thank you very much, Kim, again for the question. It ties together with the education of our teammates in every aspect. And that's why, for example, we have the quarterly meeting of all our teammates in a room, regardless to the department, and communication to the members. So telling consistently to the members, hey, do you want to try this? Mr. Jones or Mrs. Jones, have you ever heard about that? And what really makes my day is hearing Becca or Blake at the front desk having this conversation with the members. Is the entire team being knowledgeable and passionate and focused about the health aspect of the Sonoran experience?
It is an experience, definitely. Well, thank you. So we're getting into pickleball, getting into tennis. We've got some spa activities. You've been wearing running shoes, maybe because...
For a reason.
For many reasons. One, you're running the show on all of these areas because we have some exciting new individuals coming to the mountain.
Yes.
And you're also going to be using those shoes for something else. But let's get to the excitement of exciting, fantastic new teammates coming to the mountain.
Yes. During the summer, a couple of leaders of the Sonoran, the director of Racket Sport, Ryan Johnson, and the director of the spa, Kerry Printy, they embraced a couple of very exciting opportunities for them. Mm-hmm. And we started a search nationally for both positions, and we involved a portion of the leadership to that process. And I'm very excited to say that starting beginning of October, so in a month, we will have a new director of the spa, and mid-October, we will have a new director of Racket Sports.
Woohoo!
They are coming from great places. They are the right fit for our team, and I'm very confident that their presence, their contribution will elevate the entire members' experience and team knowledge. So thank you very much. I'm excited because I will keep running.
Yes, sir.
They will need me as well, but it's different than running the operation hands-on the entire day. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for you, and I did have the pleasure to meet several candidates for Director of Racket Sports, and I'm very excited for when we can formally announce.
I was going to say, we want to know.
We can't spill the beans today.
Wait a little longer.
A little bit longer. It's a little premature. Just need to finish a few things there, but I will say members are going to be thrilled with this and have some just outstanding, fresh new talent to bring fresh eyes, perspective, great ideas. But in the meantime, the winter guide is still filled with lots of fantastic activities. So there's a lot for them to embrace and enjoy and celebrate with our members. The outdoor programming is really coming together too. I mean, talk about the outside excursion events that your team has put together. Is there anything new there or anything in particular that we can tease out to the members for them to look forward to?
Yeah. There are several things in the departments. Talking about outdoors, our vision, since I joined Desert Mountain, what I saw, the impact of the outdoors here in this part of the country, in Arizona and even outside Arizona, is so amazing that I said, the ranch is fantastic. The 33 miles of trails is a golden nugget. At the same time, we have the world outside the gate. So we started traveling, and we saw a great interest. Every time that we announce on the Mountain Minute an opportunity to go outside the gate and visit the thumb or going to Sedona, the response of the members is great. Sometimes we have to duplicate the participation from 12 to 24. We are most of the time on a wait list. Teresa and Jake did an amazing job. We are expanding the team. We just hired Jenny as additional guiding, hike guiding and kayaking and everything that we do outside. Now, the team is very excited, creative, a lot of talent, and a lot of great ideas. We are proposing a couple of trips for next year at the end of the season.
Okay.
In Spain, hiking in Spain.
Wow. Hello.
And then going to, we are finalizing maybe Montana or Wyoming.
Ooh. Not Italy.
But we are not Italy yet, but we are really embracing the traveling with members, being the guide of the members everywhere they want to experience.
That's amazing.
Outdoor activities.
Mike and I already have our tickets punched for those, right? You got us.
Oh yeah.
You
need to follow.
We got to get photographs.
We
got
to get pictures.
That's right.
It's a Friday jam.
Yeah,
Hello.
right.
Sure. I see how you guys are. Yep. That's very exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, and Bocce, what's going on with the lifestyle activities? It's been active all summer, I feel.
The biggest
You see my
ever,
smile?
I think.
Big smile for Bocce.
Another big smile because Haven has created this successful program for the members, and everything is in an evolution mode.
Of course.
So our 1,000 members that are very active with Bocce had a different vision of how to play the game. So,
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead. Keep going.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
For the first time, we will be offering 2 different leagues, the competitive league and the social league, tumbleweed and cholla. So we have in the competitive 300 members and in the social 600 members. So it's going to be a different, slightly different way to measure, to count the points, the post-season, something that towards the end of the season was not really satisfying the competitiveness of a portion of the players. So we are happy to satisfy this expectation for both sides. And and the moment that we opened the registration, we were fully committed. Yeah. And the team is growing for Haven as well. And I'm pretty sure that the satisfaction of the member is going to be the same.
I'm just amazed at the sheer number of bocce ball players, regardless of which league they chose to go into. It's just, we've talked about it before, but it's just such a huge number.
Well, it's a great number because it's inclusive and everybody can participate in it. And that's why having these different, types of leagues, when you have 1,000 people interested in something, they're going to come from different directions and have different wants. And so I love having kind of the competitive versus the social. That's a home run idea. So great job, Haven.
Yeah. And that is a great point, Michael, as well. Something that I would like to highlight that so far I named our teammates. It is important also to recognize and highlight what the members do in order to accommodate, understand. One example is the captains of the bocce team. They're very positive. They give a very good recommendation. They come to see me or they go to see Haven and they say, what about this rule? What about this? And thank you very much with your team, Kim, to help us in sending out a survey to understand how we want to adapt the rule to the National League or to our internal local rules. And in general, at Sonoran, the way that the members use the name of our teammates, the members are so interested about what we do, and that makes our job very exciting and rewarding for that reason. So
well, and the interest is with us as well in our members, so it's very rewarding that way. Fantastic. Good. All right. So we have not really gotten into some other exciting news. It's really more on the Damon, on the Todd Bruin side of things. But there was some information shared a few months ago about some expansion and new construction projects that pickleball is expanding. So we're adding 2 new courts, which is outstanding. We are putting additional parking in. And this is all going to be rolling out. I know that, Todd owns these timelines. So when we look at the calendar, when we look at the information that's coming out, how would you advise our members to kind of stay current on the progress there?
Oh, yes. My advice is the same that I do. I follow your mountain minute.
That's right. So every Thursday, it's true.
We have a great team.
We do.
This is the best organization in country clubs in the world. And I say it because we have weekly meetings. We have consistent information from the leadership from other departments. Everything started with the capacity that we are addressing.
Yep.
We want our members to have the best experience ever. So we can do some operational adjustments. And these operational adjustments are like providing, and we will do that, several appealing perks and something that we can offer to the members in order to use the Sonoran in different hours. There are the peak hours. At the same time, yes, as strategically, the board and the financial committee and Mr. Diorio and Todd, everyone together was approved to build 2 pickleball courts right next to the 6 existing
they fit right
pickleball
in.
courts.
Yep, fits right in.
And that is great because pickleball is such a social activity that everywhere else was going to be so detached and not working. And I think that because I've been directing the traffic sometimes in the morning at the peak hours, 35, 36 new parking spots.
That'll do it.
It is a lot.
That'll
it's
do
going to
it.
be very beneficial. So stay tuned and wait for the announcement. There are a lot of construction going on, but I think that this is happening.
It is.
Quite soon.
It is. Okay, so stay tuned to Thursday Mountain Minutes. We have a construction report every single week, and that is the roll-up report of all the projects that are happening. And we're careful about giving definite timelines out there just because some things are moving targets at times, but you will get the latest and greatest information there for sure. And then the other point that you made, which I thought was fantastic, is kind of a page out of the playbook from our dining friends, right? Greg had rolled out an off-peak dining incentive and was doing some wine and some appetizer giveaways to kind of encourage folks to take on a later reservation. It made a huge difference. So I know that this is a work in progress on the Sonoran side, but look forward, members, to the off-peak hour incentives to come maybe out of the spa, to maybe come through some of the other areas within the Sonoran to get everybody out there at different times of the day and enjoy the opportunity to be there.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. What else have we not covered? We're looking at our list here.
What about so if you look through the guide, what about for kids, grandkids? I know there's always programming. Yeah.
Still smiling.
Face lit up.
Okay. Yeah. So Desert Mountain, great organization, best country club in North America. We developed this year, a fantastic program for interns. And we had the opportunity to hire through that internship program one superstar, which is Emily. Emily with her team, because she's assisted by 3 on-call or full-time teammates. She created a big, relevant, robust amount of events, while I was able during the process to adjust here and there from other departments the quantity of offering. I wasn't able to stop her enthusiasm because there is participation, like for outdoors, kids activities. Every time that we promote kids night out, kids camp, or everything that is related with kids, it is a success. And so we have several pages in the guide with kids activities, and they are all well described. All were coordinated with other events. And yes, as said before, Emily with her team are ready to offer our children and their families the opportunity to go, for example, to the Fall Bash and have their children enjoying the event they're creating for them.
Yes, absolutely. That coordination for a parent is fantastic to have something really fun to do for mom and dad, and then the kids are having a great time too. So love that is all taken care of for everybody.
Yeah, I think I'm sure the membership appreciates that. We were just talking earlier, like this weekend is a Lobster Fest, and then there's a Harry Potter themed event at the same exact time.
Makes sense.
The amount of time
drop the kids and grandkids off. They have fun with Harry Potter, then you go enjoy some lobster.
And
sounds like a great night.
It's perfect.
Love it. Love it.
It is a great night. It is a great intuition what Emily and her team proposed to us as a team at Sonoran. And you know where I'm located with my desk. I see the children going in and out. And I can tell you, parents have to run behind them the moment that they enter the main door.
Because they're so excited.
So excited, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love it.
So he's
very
awesome,
good.
Yes.
So in terms of getting registered and signing up for the camps that are coming, do you have any advice for parents or advice for any members really in terms of registrations and the timing that they should be doing that? If we get the book out on the 16th,
yes.
What sort of dates should they be ready to register?
Very good. That is a great point. We are opening the registration 2 weeks in advance in general for a larger event, 1 month, larger events. And Emily sent out a newsletter on a weekly basis, which is great.
Yep.
So my recommendation, because it happened in the past and I gave this recommendation in person, is to register for the newsletter.
Okay. So you're speaking specifically about youth
activities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she'll open registration 2 weeks out?
Yeah.
Even for like the spring break camps and all of those, or will those be handled a little differently?
The camps. The camps are going to be open
all the time.
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Specific events like Harry Potter or those have.
Those will be 2 weeks in advance. Okay. Great. For like 14 days. I know people are excited, so I'm trying to make sure. Yeah.
Yeah. On the website.
Yes.
There will be the exact date of opening.
Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. So the calendar on our member website, of course, on any given day in, let's just call it February or March.
Okay.
It goes down the page quite a few pages, right?
Exactly.
If you're looking, members, for specific things like the youth program or outdoor or even fitness, you can filter your calendar to just show those things, and it's a lot easier to look at. We'll never apologize for having too much happening and going on, right? No. We will always be excited to provide as much as we possibly can. It can be a challenge to show sometimes. That's okay. Filter it, and then you'll be able to drill in and see what you're most interested in and sign up for those youth events. So those calendars are going to be all loaded and ready for registration. And you'll be able to see too, no matter what the event is, when registration opens, it's on the calendar. So that's a great way to know.
Exactly.
Very good.
I agree.
Okay.
Well said.
All right. Let's see. What else do we have? We've covered the activities. We've been out on the trails. The kids are out and about. We got the fitness covered, new spa director coming, new director of racket sports coming. So exciting.
We're going to Montana. We're going to Spain.
Holy moly.
I mean, come on.
Got it all.
We have one additional thing.
Oh, there we go.
We have at the very end of the process for the new event guide.
Yes.
We added a run with one of us.
You.
Most of the time would be me. 3 miles. 3 miles.
Is it around the mountain?
Starting from the Sonora and going back to the Sonora.
Oh, wow.
And we'll have different routes.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So we will have a run with the Sonoran team.
When is it?
I think that is every Thursday.
What?
It is on the guide every Thursday at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Every Thursday at 9 a.m.
Look how excited he is.
Yeah.
He is so excited.
Because we thought that as for any other sport, we really need to include, excite our members with something that it is one of the largest sport in the world, running, and we are adjusting, tweaking
Sure.
the turkey trot as well. It's going to be the turkey run
Okay.
instead of the turkey trot.
Oh,
There's going to be
sounds more competitive.
categories in terms of age.
Okay.
So juniors, under 30, under 40, under 50.
Makes
for
sense.
The winner. We had that kind of a recommendation last year. I saw members at the starting line of the turkey trot with Boston or New York marathon jacket.
Right.
We have runners here.
We do.
If we offer something, they're gonna embrace it. And so we are very excited to offer this activity, and we will see how
See
it's
how
gonna
it goes.
develop.
Okay. So starting Thursdays in the month of October,
October, yeah.
and 9 a.m. start from the Sonoran. And
Will you be there? Are you going to be participating
look what he's wearing.
for the inaugural?
I
already
think
ready to
so.
go.
Yeah. Most of the days.
You're gonna go easy
If
on
I'm not traveling or on a meeting, no, I will
He's
be
there?
there. I will be there.
Wow.
Yeah, and
What a
we
treat.
will. So nothing that is gonna be too demanding. It's
No.
gonna be for everyone.
Okay.
If I have to walk and talk, because we will talk about something that is very impactful in running, the heart rate. So if you check your heart rate while you are talking or while you are running, and you see that your heart rate now is 88 BPM, and while you're running you're 165, maybe it's not the right activity for you at the moment.
Okay.
We normally should
would be me.
very low and educate our heart. So for me, Jake, Teresa, and some personal trainer that will be involved will be a way to, okay, Michael and Patrick are very fast. They go ahead with Jake. I go with Kim and Mrs. Jones, and we jog and walk and check. So
Where do you want to be? Like 120 or where's the
great
goal?
Great question, Michael. It should be 180 minus our age.
Oh.
Wow.
Don't tell it. No.
Yeah,
You
we
can.
won't
You
tell
can.
it. We
You
won't
can.
tell it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that is an easy, and that is a method that triathlete or endurance professional athlete follow at the beginning. In order to take your heart rate from 160 to 125, it can take a few months of practicing. Yeah. You need to be much slower, but then your heart understand, and you are free of injury. When you finish, you take your shower and you're fresh as before you started. You don't get that kind of red, exhausted, because you didn't check your heart rate.
Very interesting.
So it's going to be talking, jogging, walking, running, and we will see who will sign up.
He's
I love it.
so knowledgeable. Sounds like somebody that would be running an important marathon.
Oh, is that
know?
happening?
It sounds like a director of athletics. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. Please, will you help us all root for you virtually? You are headed out to a very important race very soon. Tell us more.
Yes. My contribution is done. What I started for and with was raising funds for 250,000, contributing to 250,000 kids that are less privileged than our children, for example. And the New York Roadrunner, the organization has a charity that is called Run for the Kids and Run with the Kids. It raises funds for the children. So I started raising these funds, and then I found myself registered for the New York Marathon. And in 60 days, November 6th, 60 days today.
Wow. It's almost like we planned it.
You see?
Wow.
It's a sign. Yeah. I will be running New York.
Okay.
With the goal of being between 4:30, 45 minutes.
Wow.
And it is a great experience because it has a purpose behind.
Yep.
And it was a dream of mine since I was a child. I always ran all my life, but also always for being in a good shape. I'm very excited, and I'm very grateful with those people like Kim that have been generous enough to support me with fundraising, and it is something that if you want to follow me, you can follow me. It is starting time around 9:30 New York time on November 6th.
We'll be watching.
What's the are you running like 10 miles a day right now, 50 or something like that? Like you're running probably a lot a day to get ready.
Yeah, I have a schedule of training, of practice. It is 30 miles per week.
Okay.
It can be 28, it can be 32 based on the intensity, the speed. I can have a 4 miles speed training session, 7 miles medium, or 13, 15, or 16 miles that I normally do on Sundays.
Wow.
How exciting.
Just don't forget to set your alarm clock.
Oh,
it just reminds me of that Seinfeld episode, right?
Patrick,
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you said that. I don't have to do it. This sport, running, and this plan to run a marathon so big, and the fact to raise funds and everything. My alarm clock are
your internal clock.
Wait a minute, but Arnaldo, it's a different time zone.
That's true.
You're making me nervous.
Yeah.
You'll wake up.
Man,
Are you sure? Should I call you?
Yes, please do it.
This is the Seinfeld episode, just reborn.
The point, there is a difference time of when 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I wake up at 5 o'clock. What time would be here?
It's even earlier there, but.
Yeah, no.
Okay, he'll be ready.
Good.
I have faith.
I will be ready.
He will be ready.
We'll be watching. We'll be watching.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a great little preview of some exciting things coming at the Sonoran.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Thank you, Arnaldo.
Keep posted on the Mountain Minutes. Keep posted on the guide release on the 16th of September.
We're really just doubling down on Sonoran, everything.
Everything.
There's going to be probably more than ever before this year.
A lot of expansion. Absolutely. Yeah. So look forward to that. Look forward to flipping through those pages. Anything else that you would like to share?
Come and run with us.
Come and run with us every Thursday.
I think the entire Sonoran team deserves
I agree.
applause.
Well done.
They're just doing such a great job over there, and it's so fun to see.
It is.
They're excited about it too.
Well said, Patrick.
I have 2 other things that might deserve a round of applause.
Oh, okay.
You know we always do shots around.
Of course.
We got 2 this week. We have 2 to recognize. Got your hand on the button?
Got my hand on the button, ready to go.
First of all, Saturday, August 27th, Mark Rizak with a hole-in-one at Cochise. Hole number 2.
Congratulations. That's incredible.
And then we had Monday, September 5th, just this week, Adam Ashton, Eagle at Geronimo, number 16.
Congratulations. That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Great shots.
I think I asked this last week or the week before. Have you ever had a hole-in-one, Arnaldo?
Never.
Okay.
And I'm very jealous. And
Me too.
I played golf.
Same.
I played, and it's difficult.
It is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Very
So
close,
well done.
Very
Yes.
close multiple times, but great job.
We just have to keep trying.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Can we get you to stand up and give a bow with this outfit one more time?
Yes, one more time,
before we-
Arnaldo Cocuzza. Thank you very much.
There we go.
There we go.
Yes,
there he is,
sir.
folks.
Okay. Come into the camera
Into
so
the
they can
frame.
see you.
Into the frame. Oh,
There you go.
Okay, one more
all
applause.
right.
Suit, tie, running shorts perfectly encapsulates our podcast today.
Ready to go. All right.
All right.
Thank you, members.
Thanks, members.
See you next time.
See you around the mountain.
See you around the mountain.